Hey guys, and welcome back to Z3 Cubing. Today I'm going to take some stickerless 3x3s and turn them into force cubes as fast as I possibly can. So the idea of force cubes is that you take a bunch of stickerless cubes, take them all completely apart, and then sort the pieces by color, and then you reassemble everything so that you just have one cube per color. Now because there are 6 colors, it takes 6 stickerless 3x3s, which I have right here, and it's really not too difficult of a process as long as you know how to completely disassemble a 3x3 down to its individual stickerless components and then rearrange and reassemble them. But the one caveat to that is that it is a very long and tedious process. I think the last time I made 3x3 force cubes, it took at least an hour or two. So that's the problem that I want to try and solve in today's challenge. How quickly can I make a full set of 3x3 force cubes when I'm working as fast as possible? Let's find out. Alright, so let's get our timer ready, and then we can begin in 3, 2, 1, and go. Okay, so the first step is of course to take everything apart. That first edge is always the hardest, but then it should go pretty easily from there. And then we have to sort the pieces into 3 different types. The first are these center pieces, we have to take all of those off. And then the second are these edge pieces, so we have to take these apart and put them in a pile. And then the third are the corners. So we just gotta do that with all the rest of the pieces on all the rest of these cubes. Alright, halfway there. These piles are getting bigger than I expected, but on to the 4th cube here. There we go. Alright, I think we're done with this assembly. Oh wait, no, there's one more edge piece here. And now we're going to move right back onto the assembly. So we're going to take all of the white edge pieces and just put them together like this. And then do the same thing with the white corner pieces. So we'll grab 3 white sections, here we go, and then put them together. And then we'll do that with all the rest of the pieces. Same thing with the cores with the center caps. And the good thing about this type of cube is that you don't actually have to unscrew anything because the center caps just go on like this. Alright, here we go. So second cube, the yellow one, is just about complete. It looks like my plan of just don't organize anything other than edges versus corners is turning out really well. Alright, this is going pretty well. I think we're making some good time. It's also funny how nice all these red and orange pieces look all randomly spread out over the table. Some nice fiery colors, but yeah, here we go. 4 cubes down, 2 more to go. Okay, one last piece to put together until we are finished. Corner piece, just get that together, stick it in the cube, get the edge piece in. This is the hardest part, and there we go. Okay, so stop the timer. Here are our 6 force cubes. They actually look really nice. So I guess we're kind of done with the challenge. We made the force cubes and we did it as fast as possible. Actually, this was supposed to be the end of the video here, but honestly, I didn't expect it to go this quickly. So you know what? I think I have another idea. We figured out how fast I could take 6 stickerless cubes and turn them into force cubes, so I wonder how long it would take to take the force cubes and turn them back into stickerless cubes. I honestly have no reason to keep these cubes as force cubes, so I think it would be a productive way to end off the video. Now you may be thinking, isn't this just the exact same thing as the challenge that you just did, but in the opposite direction? And the answer to that is no, because the process of reversing force cubes is actually a lot more difficult because instead of just matching the colors together on these, you actually have to get the exact right number of each unique type of piece, each with its own precise combination of colors, while getting the color scheme correct in the process. It's just a lot more to think about, so it's a lot more difficult than it sounds. So I think a good time would be like 30 or 35 minutes. That would mean we're moving about as fast as before, but with a bit of extra time for better organization and thinking about the combinations of pieces. But honestly, even that could be unrealistic. I honestly have no idea how long it'll take, but I guess there's only one way to find out. So let's jump right into it. We'll start in 3, 2, 1, and go. So we're gonna begin basically the same way as we did before. Have corners in one pile, edges in one pile, and centers in another. Alright, so disassembly is complete in about the same amount of time as before. As you can see, I have been a lot more organized than I was last time, but what we have to do now is put all the center caps on, make sure they're in the correct order, like this, just kind of doing this from memory here, and then we got to start putting the pieces together in the right numbers. So basically we got to get a white one with a red one, as well as with a blue one, and an orange one, and a green one, and then we have to do the same with yellow, and then kind of figure everything out with the color scheme. Okay, 3 cubes down, and this definitely is just as hard as I expected, maybe even a little bit worse, and just when I think I'm getting the hang of it, I got my color scheme wrong. Oh, I have 2 white centers. Ah, what am I doing? Okay, so I gotta replace this one with a yellow, and wait, what the heck is this edge piece doing? Alright, so we're coming in with actually a very good time of well under 30 minutes. I'm actually surprised how fast this was considering how much harder it was than the force cubes. I guess you're just thinking about a whole lot more, even if it doesn't actually take a whole lot longer. Honestly, this challenge was a lot more fun than I expected, and I really hope you all enjoyed it as much as I did. If you guys want to try it out yourself, definitely let me know what kind of times you can get for assembling 6 force cubes. Now obviously, not everyone just has 6 identical cubes lying around that they can do this with, so I'll put a link down in the description to where you can buy the cube that I use, the Meilong. I honestly think it's one of the best ones for making force cubes because it's cheap, it's easy to take apart the pieces, and you don't have to unscrew anything unlike on most cubes. So yeah, you can actually get all 6 cubes you need for just $24 at thecubicle.com, link in the description. That's like, what, a third of a game cube nowadays? And yeah, honestly, force cubes are a lot of fun to make. They make a great addition to any collection, and you can also save $1 or $2 by using discount code Z3Cubing. That's for 5% off. Anyway, yeah, let me know if you can beat me, but that's pretty much it, and I'll see you guys next time.